Hello friends, welcome back to Spiritism for All, and today we continue to study the book Disobsession, Preparation for a Counseling Meeting by the Spirit André Luiz, psychography of Francisco Cândido Xavier and Valdo Vieira. Chapter 72, Extra Studies. It's imperative that the works of Disobsession don't limit themselves in matters of Spiritist activities only to the group issues. In order to enrich the group with the values required to collective education and renewal of each person, it's essential to accept the noble study in the fields of Spiritist Doctrine or outside them, to improve the discernment and usefulness in the recovery work that's up to them, illuminating convictions and dissipating uncertainties. Always learning and knowing more is the motto of every Spiritist who really incarnates the high principles he embraces. In the task of the obsession, we need to improve our knowledge and experience so that spiritual instructors can find ourselves malleable and useful in the extension of the good that we propose to cultivate and develop. Before ending this chapter, it's interesting to remember that as psychophonic mediums, the spiritual benefactors use our knowledge, the knowledge that we accumulate in ourselves, in our brains, spiritual brains, of course. All the knowledge that we accumulate can be used by the benefactors. So, when we improve your knowledge studying Spiritism, good spiritualist books, maybe foreign languages, all this knowledge is like a library of information that the benefactors can use to improve the speech that they will use to help the unbalanced spirits. It's very useful when you are a counseling medium, but it's very useful too if you are a psychophonic medium. That's why it's very important the extra studies. But it's also important to separate good information of not so good ones. Even in Spiritist, we could say, productions, you can find books written by psychophonic mediums that are not so balanced, that are not good books. That's why you have to trust the psychophonic mediums that produce the books. For instance, Francisco Cândido Xavier, Divaldo Pereira Franco, they have produced more than 800 books, but they are excellent mediums. So you can trust the books they psychographed. But you find lots of spirits, incarnated spirits, that are mediums, that are creating books, psychophonic books. But what's the quality of those books? So, before using those books in your studies, you should talk to more experienced spiritists. And remember, you have so many good books from trustable mediums. You have so many historic books written by Leon Denis, Gabriel Delany, and so many others authors from the past that are very good ones to improve your knowledge. And Kardec's productions are not only the 5 or 6 books, if you consider the posthumous book. You have 12 books, 12 years of Spiritist magazine that you can use to learn. You can understand the discussions that Kardec had with other groups. Reading the Spiritist magazine, the 12 years. So there are lots of books, but if you don't want to make a mistake, prefer the trustable mediums. And if you are interested in Brazilian books, unfortunately not so many have been translated to English. That's why we are trying to do this humble work here. You should think about Divaldo Pereira Franco and Francisco Cândido Xavier as psychophonic mediums. That's it. Chapter 73, Other Teams Formation. Next chapter is the last chapter of this book, this great book. See you there. Thank you very much for watching us. If you liked the video, please leave us your like, your comments, and subscribe to help us to grow.